3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 2120 show. It's your host, Sherrod Price.
And your host, Bobby Price.
Alright, let's get into it.
But yeah, I mean, just to find that out. And I used to tell him, look, man, if that's what you feel comfortable with, just go.
Yeah.
I was like, what's holding you back? Here, nothing. There's nothing.
I mean, honestly, whatever family you add on, wherever you meet along the way, because your friends get turned into family.
Definitely, that's happened to me.
I mean,
my friends were legit my family growing up. Because I didn't have family growing up. One, my father's side, they were racist, and then I was my mom's only child, and my friends were my family. 100%, still to this day. We still may not talk as often as I would like to, but they're still family, man. I still love them to this day. You know, I try and keep in touch with y'all on social media, you know, and I see what y'all are doing big things. I just want to let y'all know I love y'all and keep doing your thing, man. I see you. Get it out there, get it. You know, you guys motivate me, and I hope I can motivate y'all to keep pushing, moving forward, being positive, you know, living your best life. That's all that we can do. Live our best life.
yeah.
Heck yeah, man. That's just...
Yeah, but never go back and detach yourself from... Yeah, I mean, regardless, when you put emotions to the side and straight facts, legal, like rights, and you look at your history, it doesn't matter what emotion that you have. Your family is still your family.
Exactly.
You're still blood related. Like, that is still, like, it doesn't have to be the same good relationship, but you have to look at the root of your history. Like, David Goggins went back and, when he was like 21, 22, went back and talked to his dad.
Oh, wow, really? So when did he lose contact with him?
They left when he was like 8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because his mom was literally getting beat. She had to leave. Like, she was, like, being knocked unconscious and being dragged downstairs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they had to leave.
Yeah, that's rough.
And then whenever Goggins would try to jump in, of course, he's getting his ass beat. He's a little 8-year-old. You ain't about to stop this grown man.
Yeah. That's a struggle that many people don't understand or even experience. And that's something that people shouldn't have to experience.
Yeah, it should never be that far. Honestly, I'll let you finish, go ahead.
But can you just imagine what kind of drive that instills in people, though, in a positive way? Like, people can take that and make themselves the victim.
That is where, yes, and it either goes two ways. You either take the positivity, take the good out of the situation, and take the bad. I knew somebody at Warwick while I was there. They were like, I think I was in 12th grade, and they had to be like the 9th grader, but he killed his dad.
What happened?
I mean, I'm sure that there was like a fight going on.
And
it was a abusive relationship.
Oh, so this wasn't like a freak accident. No, it was like something that built up to this.
Yeah, it built up to
years of abuse.
Yeah, so the same situation, like if Goggins were to grow up, and if they didn't leave that house, it's pretty much the same situation the kid was going through. But I didn't know him that well. I was a 9th grade. I'm about to get out. I'm not worried about everything else. I'm about to leave. That was my mentality. I mean, yeah, I still spoke to people and I still conversated, but I didn't know many 9th graders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but give it a second.
Definitely.
But yeah, no, killed his dad. Still, I'm sure he's still locked up. He's not beating that case.
Oh no. And now, if he hadn't beat it for it being like a crime of passion or something, like if he was able to prove the abuse, I mean, even then you still have a hard case to beat.
Yeah. And at 9th grade, you're not going to have the right set of lawyers, the right set of people talking to you.
The right set of mindset. Jesus. I mean, like 9th grade, like where's your mind at? You know, you're still a kid. You're still a kid. Come on now. And then now you're in a child this guy like an adult. Still a child. It's just years of abuse. Do you know what that does to people's minds? let's talk about that. Your mind. Oh my God, that tool that we all have, and how we underutilize it and give it honestly too much power, because your mind can give you happiness, depression. It can give you everything, but people are so focused on the negative that you don't always. You can literally retrain yourself right now. Right now, retrain the way that you think. Stop looking into the negative. Take something positive away from it. Live your life in a more grateful manner instead of a more why not me manner. You know, how come I don't have what they have? Well, did you work for that shit? Hell nah. They work for it. And now, granted, some people are born into it, and I get it, but for the most part, because that's not like 1% who get lucky. But for the other 99, you gotta work for that. You gotta grind for that. It's not gonna come to you. You gotta work and grind every day, all day, and use your mind, expand it by reading.
I mean, at that point, yes, you do need to read, you need to educate yourself, you need to live, you need to be out there. This is why the guy we were watching today, let me pull up his exact name.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
But we were watching, he's a billionaire, he has $50 billion, or he's accumulated that much money. There we go. And what is his name? Dan, what are you learning, Marshall? You try that.
Dan Penas.
Yeah.
Pena. P-E-N-A.
Oh, Pena, and then, okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen that last name before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he said he would rather, he's not giving any of his money to his kids. He's not giving any of his money to his family. That's not how it's going. He said he would rather, he thinks that any kid should be born into poverty. That is how he feels. He should. Yeah, that's exactly. That's what he quoted. He feels every child should be born into poverty, and that sparked a conversation for us that we don't necessarily think. I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but when my kid know the experiences, yes, I wouldn't just tell him the stories. I would show him. We would go do some volunteer work, like you mentioned that we should take him to like a soup kitchen and have him work. Mm-hmm. And I'd do that too. I'd be there. Because I want to do charity events, but that's just out of the kindness of my heart. I wouldn't just do that as punishment or as a lesson. That's out of, I actually want to do that. And it would also be something that would teach them a lesson. Like, I've seen so many kids that were working in volunteer work. When I went on my mission trip, the same family I was talking about, braiding hair, they lived out there. Like, they were in VA, and they actually moved out there. And they were out there for like a year, posted. Now, normally it was just a trip up there, like a trip to AZ, but no, they moved out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they had their kids out there working, meeting, talking with the kids, helping out with the school, helping out, putting everything together, like teaching that. And those are like the most humble kids I've ever met. Like, those kids were not spoiled in one bit. Like, no sense of, hey, can you do this for me? Hey, super I'm hungry.
Yeah, super grateful for everything. Just for you
every
being
single
there.
Thing.
Just for you being there to help. Mm-hmm. They're grateful for that.
I don't remember them ever asking for a single thing while I was out there.
Mm-hmm. Because they're just grateful for you just being there.
Yeah, they just wanted to play.
Because you're taking time out of your day just to be there.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes sometimes. It's just time.
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Just your time is super valuable, and that's something you can't buy or get back. So when you give it to somebody, give your full time to them, and they will appreciate it. Many will appreciate it. When you give your full time and attention to them, to really be there, be in the moment with them, And that's when you really start to experience life. And really start to enjoy life for what it is. Because I promise you, you're going to get a lot more out of life when you give than when you take and hide and you want to be the one with all the secrets. All the secrets are mine. the precious secrets of mine. That's not how you grow. You're gonna be empty at the end of the day. You're gonna feel empty. You're gonna be like, man, what's missing?
You're gonna have more life problems.
Mm-hmm.
Now, money problems won't be your issue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah.
See, now for us right now, like solving our money problems would make life so much easier because when we already have that drive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We already have that passion now. Now, as soon as we get to that level where this is not an issue. Right now, that barely bothers me.
Oh, yeah.
That barely bothers me.
Barely.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah. But now that I have, like, a more abundance,
oh, goodness.
my life is going to be... If you don't worry so much about your money problems, because that's going to stress you out.
Yeah.
If you focus on every negative thing there is in the world, you probably want to, I'd be honest, you probably want to kill yourself. Mm-hmm. There's so much dark
your
shit
mind
that
is
happens.
A powerful tool.
Yeah.
Powerful. And like some people say, even false motivation is good motivation. Because even if you're just saying it, I'm going to have a good day today. I'm going to be positive today. And people are like, oh man, you're just talking to yourself. But yeah, but you know what? But you're hearing positivity coming out your own mouth.
Don't just start at that. Hold yourself accountable. At that point,
number one. That's number one.
Be raw with yourself.
That's number one.
Don't sugarcoat it. You can sugarcoat whoever you want with everybody else. You can sugarcoat yourself with me, but at the end of the day, when you have to go look, you're the only person who's with yourself 100% of the day. Even when you sleep, you are the only person who's in your mind. Your mind is going to be the one that's sitting there saying that we can't do this. We can't do this. We need to go the safe route. We need to go the easy route. We can't do these hard. Your mind's going to keep you at a low level if you lit it. You have to program. You have to program your mind to do better. It's like when you get a calculator, and whatever you put in the calculator is what you're going to get out. Whatever you put in your brain is a tool that we only use 15%, like 10%, some low number. We don't use a high percentage of our brains. Some people actually use less.
Oh yeah, for sure. Every day I see that.
But when you actually tell your brain, hey, we're going to be motivated today. Hey, we're going to get this done. Hey, we just want to do something. We're going to do something.
10%.
10%? Yeah, low percent. Could you imagine
10%.
that? Could you imagine, let's say you make, your check is $500, right? And your boss says you can only have 10% of your check. Are you okay with that?
$50?
Are you okay with that?
You okay with $50? You supposed to me $500. You tell me I'm gonna get 50? Man,
no, you're not gonna be okay with that. You're gonna go quit and get a new job.
Man, gotta fix something out here.
Right now, you're only using 10% of your brain. I can't tell you how to unlock your brain, but I can tell you that you can be doing more. You could be. I'm sure that right now, if I asked you guys, what are you doing right now? What's your routine today? I promise you, some of y'all would never say that you were reading a book. Some of you guys would not say that you were like working on having your own business. You wouldn't say that you're achieving your goals, you're achieving your dreams. A lot of people right now are stuck in this reality that they don't have to be in. Right now, you're living in a reality that's safe, that's easy, that will get you less in trouble, that your family would be more accepting of, that your partner would be more accepting of, that your friends would be more accepting of. You're not doing something that's really you. So you're only going to use 10%. Why give you the 15? Why give you the 20? Why give you the 30? Why give you... God knows we don't need 100%.
Oh, man.
If we could use 100% of our brain...
Oh, man. We'd be unlocking so many mysteries.
At that point, we know too much.
Yeah, at that point. I don't think we'll ever get to that. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
You can get to that point if you stay in the library 24 hours, shut yourself in there, never talk to anybody.
Just imagine... So we're already at 10. The average person's at 10. Just imagine you getting to 20. That's it. Just double where you're at right now. Just get to 20. Doing twice as much as what you're able to do right now. And it'd be just as easy.
You'd be successful. There's no way that
just
somebody...
20? Just a 20%?
Nobody on this earth ever...
You talking about 20%? Out of 100. You talking about getting a 20.
Nobody ever became successful from being lazy.
No.
Nobody ever became popular because they fell asleep for 48 hours. Nobody ever did that.
If anybody does, let us know. Put us on. But
I know people that have been successful. I know people that have put in 48 hours straight, no sleep of work. I know people that have fell asleep at their office. I know people that have fell asleep in the studio. And this is not they got an 8-hour sleep. No, they worked all night. They finally caught an hour's nap, 2 hours nap, got dressed, and went right back into work. You can change your reality.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you are dedicated to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, if you want to unlock, it's not even about unlocking more percentage of your brain. That's not how I feel. Like, that's not my achievements in life. My achievements in life is being able to help. And that's why we probably don't need the 100% of our brain. Because what goals do we need to achieve? Like, you might need that percentage if you're the guy on the front lines who's trying to get us to go to Mars. You need that percentage for that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Right now, I just want to be able to take care of everybody. So, I need, like...
Yeah.
20, maybe I do need that 20%.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Maybe that 25, 30.
Like if you get to
I don't
20,
need.
And now, when you apply that, now even if you're just at that 10, so what? You're not as smart as the smartest guy in the class.
Get that before.
Yeah. Then it looks like you need to start a little bit earlier, then, huh?
Yeah.
And you might need to stay a little bit later. Beyonce. She would spend 17 hours of the day. Could you 17 put that into perspective here? 17 hours in the studio making a song.
Just one song?
One song.
You sure she's only making one?
So no. So she's working on the whole record.
But still, it's 17 hours worth of work. I've been in the studio.
Yeah, 17 hours a day.
And I'm super sure that she's not she's not playing around in there.
Exactly, yeah.
She's getting 17 hours worth of work done.
17 hours a day, and guess how many days a week she's doing this for?
7 days.
Yes, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6.
7
days a week, 17 hours a day. That's 120 hours.
Because she's not just in there recording. She goes from the studio to dance and performing. Like she gets her craft.
Yeah.
When she gets on stage, she's practiced this for 17 hours, 7 days out of the week.
So that's
do the math. What's the 17 hours?
120 hours in 1 week practicing your craft.
Wow.
Practicing your craft.
You know what's crazy about that number?
Some people don't want that. No, most people don't even do that in 2 weeks.
Yes, but Elon Musk. Actually, they don't.
They don't because you do 80.
Because you do 40. Yeah, you do 40 in a week. So 80.
And she's doing 120 in one. One.
Yes.
Come on.
Honestly, the road to success is not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy, but it is simple.
It's hours of hard work.
But
that's
all simple. It is simple. She gets to, let's put this in perspective. Yes, what she's doing is not easy. Yes, it is hard work, but I promise you, she loves it.
It's her passion.
She loves doing that.
She'll forget to eat.
No, she's not forgetting to eat. Yeah. She's taking care of her body.
Oh, yeah, she is. But, like, when you get that passion, that you forget about sleep. When sleep doesn't matter no more.
There we go. When 8 hours doesn't matter.
Yeah, 8. Who needs 8?
I promise you, we actually, right now, we stay up late. We put in work, and my body still gets up at 6 with no alarm.
Oh, yeah. I'm up. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. And now, I take that energy and I take it into work, and it helps me with work. But, man, once I get to a position where I can take that energy and focus straight on this.
It's not when. At this point, you need to get out of the phase of when to get to that point.
That's true. You know what?
You get up and you put in that work.
Let's do it. You're right. Let's do it.
Because that's temporary. Everything in life that does not matter, everything that doesn't have substance is temporary. So whatever negative situation you're in, whatever thing is not helping you right now, you take the good out of that. You take whatever you can, because there's no reason to put yourself in a rut. There's no reason. Any negativity you add to that is going to be worse. Don't add baggage to your life. So at that point, it's temporary. You're going to get out of that phase, and you need to know how to recover and how to get back into focus. If you ever lose it, just know that situation is temporary, and you're going to have so much room for improvement. But, these jobs, whatever we have to deal with for this next, I'm not even putting a time frame on it.
Mm-hmm.
That is how hard I want to work. I want to kill it.
Oh, yeah. And not to stray off topic, but this jumped into my train of thought. But I just want to go into just on mental health just real quick, since we are on the topic of the brain, but just to bring in veterans we have who deal with PTSD and everything. And, it's never good to come up with a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And let me elaborate a little bit about that. With the whole suicide rate, it's 22 veterans a day take their lives, and not because they're in combat, because of suicide. And that's a high number. But if we can just avoid that by going off and learning about ourselves, holding ourselves accountable, getting the help, it's just oh man, I forgot where I was gonna go with that. Man, I had a really good thing to go with that. What were you talking about?
I mean, we were talking about just the temporary.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's what. So then that was the topic I just wanted to hit. Don't come up with a permanent solution thinking of suicide for a temporary problem. No matter how hard.
I mean,
how hard life gets. Mm-hmm. That's just temporary.
Now
you can fix it.
Don't just apply that to suicide. You need to apply that just to life in general, because there's people that live at, this is why I wanted to get into the lifetime salary cap.
There we go.
Because there's people that hold themselves to such a low standard that is all they know and that is all they live by, and they don't know that they can become educated and go get a degree. All they know is drugs. And it's honestly, you don't even have to relate to drugs.
No, it's just,
they could just only know, you only know the struggle. You only think that you're good enough for that. Like, some people think that getting a job at Sprint is being successful.
That they've reached the pinnacle, that this is the top.
Some people think that getting that security, when I was 19, 18, no, I was 19, and I had that security job, I thought I was doing something because I got out of another struggle job. I got out of Chick-fil-A. So I was like, you know what? I'm doing something. No, hell no. You didn't make it anyway. I made it like $2-3 more. I made like $3 more.
Yeah, $3 more an hour.
$3 more. There's people that make millions a year. There's people that make 6 figures in a month. There's people that
these extra
make
$3, I'm gonna lose about half of it on taxes.
Taxes will take it. That's not a cap for me. And I got into that realization real quick as soon as I got in the door. Because that first week, I was having a good time. I thought it was time to celebrate. I thought it was a great time that I got a new job. I feel great. I was like, I can go to lunch before I go to work.
Yeah.
I was like, I get so much stuff done now. I was like, but honestly, that was nothing. I should have been saving, grinding. Actually, I went and then started working at Chick-fil-A too. I was working 2 jobs, and I wanted to add school to that. That was my mentality, that I can do it all.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was like, I can do it all.
What else you gonna do with your time?
Yeah.
You're gonna bullshit.
But life has different turns for everybody.
It does.
Man, I guess I could take this little small. Well, no, I'll finish the salary cap, and then I'll take some small
there we go.
time to talk about life stories.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, the lifetime salary cap. People normally get themselves stuck. Like I said, Sprint would be their top job. They think that $15 is like the best, $20 is the best things of their life. Like, that's it. That's all they see for the rest of their life.
I know, that's a good starting point.
They don't achieve. Yes, that is a great start. All right, you got your foot ahead of you.
Yeah,
now you need to aim high.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Now what's next?
What's next? I'm like, this is all you want. This is like. And I praise you. I applaud you for getting to that step. Yes, you have your foot in the door. I'm glad you're doing okay now. Now it's time to be great. Now it's time to make sure that your mom never has to work again. Now it's time to make sure that your kids
what's your 5-year
don't
goal?
Come into your year. Yes, what's your 5-year plan?
Yeah, what's your 10?
Yes, you reached. You got your 1,
Mm-hmm.
You got your foot in the door. You got a setup.
Yeah, so then you got your goal. So what's your 3? What's your 5?
What's the 5? What's the long run? 5 years?
Yeah,
I want a mansion.
Yeah.
And
that's achievable because we've already mapped it out. There's blueprints out there for y'all.
There's people that have turned their lives around. There's a 22-year-old out there who makes 6 figures in a month. Could you imagine making 6 figures in a month?
And I'm telling y'all now, for the millennials out there, and yes, I am a millennial. But I'm an elder millennial, so I'm going to give myself that at least. But I am a millennial. And the way that we traditionally think of making money, having to go to a 9-to-5. Career, that's changing.
Yes.
Whoa.
Now, the book I'm reading right now is Thinking Digitally. And they talk about, we've had that conversation already, how they talk about the new age for millennials, Generation Y. And what I was reading is that, the way of thinking, people before millennials, was like, yes, you did have to go to a 9-to-5, and you did have to bust your ass for years to get that job. Now, everything we do is instantaneously. You can go on the internet today, and as long as you promote to the world,
and you have good content,
you will blow up. If you even have one single video that is that good, you could blow up within the means of hours. There's people's lives that have been changed completely by one day, one video.
A cute video of a puppy.
15 minutes.
Less than that's like 45-second videos.
There's a YouTube channel.
Puppies.
Yes. There's a YouTube channel out right now where they post 3-minute videos daily. Just random ass, a 3-minute clip. You know how easy that is? Your job is to go to work. You don't even go to work. I'm sure you do this from your house. Yeah. You just go downstairs to your computer. You find one video. You're like, that's cool.
I like it.
Record 3 minutes. Stop.
Yep, there you go.
Post. And now you have 15 million subscribers for people to watch a 3-minute video every day. The world today is completely changing. It's completely evolving. If you don't evolve with it, then yes, you will stay in that mindset. You will stay at that lifetime salary cap of making $15 an hour. You need to start really reading. This is why I advise people to go get a library card and to go read up and go learn more knowledge that's going on today. Because, yes, working a 9-to-5, working those hard jobs. Yes, going to college too. I do think getting your education is a great idea. I do believe in that. But it doesn't mean you can't do stuff while you're getting education. Doesn't mean you can't do stuff after. You can't do stuff before. Education isn't the only way. Being educated is the only way. That is the only way. You will not succeed by being dumb and not listening to people.
Exactly.
But I don't think college is the route. It's not the route for everybody.
It's not.
There's plenty of
don't get it twisted. You don't have to go to college to be educated.
Now, I'm not telling you, and I'm not telling people, hey, don't go to college. You're going to be successful, because that's not the truth for every single person. But for people that know that they have that gifted ability and they have a passion and there's something that's actually going to make them success, go on the internet, do your research, go to the library, read, start looking into your fields. I promise you can find a way to live better than the people around you just by educating yourself. You learn first. Don't just be because college will teach you, yes, but college isn't going to start off teaching you what you need to know. You have to do general education classes before you can even get to start taking your main course.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Because you
have to lay down that foundation.
So yes, in those 5 years, you will be a master of it.
Oh,
but in that 1, 2, no, you're going to be getting your general education. So for those people that started early, this college is great for the people that are prepared for college.
Because we're not all we're all humans. We all have our strengths. So not everybody's gonna go to college. Not everybody needs that. You can learn a trade. You can go into what drives and what you're passionate about. Some people are passionate about school. Some people are passionate about college.
Now
others have passions. Some people want to be artists. Some people want to some people want to draw. Some people want to do music. Some people want to work on cars. Some people want to be plumbing.
In life, God put us on the earth. God gave us our weaknesses. He gave us our strengths. And he gave us resources. He gave us knowledge. Everything is out there. Or even if you don't believe in God, everything is out there for you to use. Everything is sitting right in front of you. You just have to go obtain it. You have to envision it and go grab it. The library is there. You probably drive past it and you don't even know that's a library sometimes.
I mean, heck, you know what? I'm gonna ask my friends that. I'm gonna see how many people actually know where the library is at.
I'm gonna make a post today, right after we finish this video, I'm gonna ask how many of you. That'll be our motivation for today.
Yep.
How many of you guys have a library card? How many of you guys have actually started making change in your life? And I want some feedback. I want you guys to hit me up. I want you guys
and be honest.
Let us know.
Be honest.
Don't just hit me up. My social media is on Instagram. Hit me up at Sherrod Price. You go ahead and put yours. Isn't it
I don't even know. So Instagram.
Actually, I will link his Instagram when we make our videos today. That way you guys can go follow him. You go follow me, and we both give daily motivation. We both ask daily questions. And this is not just to boost us. This is so literally you guys have an outlet. Because there's some people out there that don't have nobody. They live by themselves. They're disconnected from their family. I don't mind helping if that's going to push you to succeed. That's going to push you to the next level. Like, I don't need to be the only person successful. That's not my feeling. But will I be successful? Yes. But back to what I was saying. College is good for the people that are ready for college. Like, people that are taking those credits because that's been their plan, is that they were going to go to school. Like you, when you started taking early classes.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You were ready to go in already.
College,
You were doing sports. You were already ready to get in.
In high school, I was doing college courses in high school. So by my 11th grade year, I was taking college courses my 11th grade year. I was like, I'm going to college after this. Like, that was my plan, 100%, because that is what I was groomed to be told. This is how you be successful. So I was like, well, shit, this is what I got to do to be successful. Then this is what I'm gonna do, and that's what I did. And I stayed on that grind. I made sure as soon as I can get into an AP course, then that is what I wanted to do. So I took all my honors courses, and then by 11th grade year, I was in AP. I was in AP English, government, and then by my 12th grade years, it was AP Physics, Psychology, and then government there, English, and then I was taking Accounting 2, Spanish 3. Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm getting way ahead.
Oh yeah. I was trying to get ahead.
You were ready to go.
Oh yeah.
I think in life,
I was ready to go, man.
If you're in school right now, if you're in high school, and you're not planning on college, you don't know what you want to do in college. If you don't think that college is for you, then honestly, it might not be, or it might not be at that time as well. You do have to put that in perspective, but that doesn't mean stop and that's all your life is. I know people that have gone through school and they already started learning their trades. They already started like, all right, well, if college is not going to be my route, you need to have a plan. That is one thing. That college may not be for everybody, but that doesn't mean you get to live life with no plan now. You need to figure out something. You need to be doing a trade. You need to be in school. You need to be working on your own business. You need to follow some dream that's going to make you successful.
Definitely. And once you're passionate about it, those barriers of, oh man, I don't want to get up today. Oh, I'm too tired.
That's just laziness.
Yeah, that right there is going to go out the window because now you're going to be focusing on what you want to do.
Yes.
Oh, man, I want to wake up. Oh, I get to wake up and go do what I want to.
Every field.
What?
This is how I want to parent, and this is how I motivate, and this is how I will teach. Everything in life, every passion that you have, there's an opportunity for you to be successful. There is no path that is not, unless it's unpure and pure negativity.
Yeah. Like, and there's nothing but failure and disaster in the end.
When you become greedy, but every true passion, it has a happy ending. There is a job out there. There is an achievable job out there for you to get. There's an achievable career field. Like, there is something.
And even and I'm going to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
And I'm so sorry. But don't choose your passion based on what society tells you, or what your family tells you, or your friends tell you, or what you think is going to make you money. No, be honest with yourself. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like, do you want to paint? Do you want to work on stuff? Do you want to work with your hands? Do you want to build stuff from wood? Do you want to create art? Do you want to create music? Do you want to, I mean, like, what's your passion? Do that. Like, do you want to be a teacher? Do you want to be a midwife? Do you want to be a nurse?
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like,
and honestly,
your passion is.
Sometimes there's people out there, there's intellects like us that don't want to be just one thing.
Yeah.
They want to have a variety. They want to know how to be knowledgeable in multiple things. Or they just have multiple passions. Mm-hmm. There's people out there like that. And there are people that just have one passion. They just want to stay to that one field. But they can be an expert in that field. Mm-hmm. So whatever you do in life, there's ways to better yourself. There's ways to become more successful, ways to have a competitive advantage. And you just need to train your mind and you can get out of that lifetime salary cap, tying that all back together. That lifetime salary cap, honestly, we can go into stories now. We're sitting like a 30, I think we're at like 35-minute mark. We got time to talk.
Oh, yeah.
So, starting off for me, I didn't know if I wanted to be in school or not. I thought military, because my family was on military. Mm-hmm. So I thought because my family's military, that I carried tradition and I'll go down and join like the Marines. Mm-hmm. That's honestly, I didn't know how bad the Marines was or how hard it was. So I heard it from you, but I knew that I had 2-3 male figures that were in the Marines. So I was like, my uncles, I think my granddad too. Marines, and then all the females were in the Army.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with different service branches, because it's amazing that you're willing to make that sacrifice. So I salute everybody out there, my fellow brothers and sisters out there who have taken that time and you know, and you served. It doesn't matter if you served one day. Well, I mean, obviously you got to serve more than one day, but like, you know, but you served your time. You know, 1 year to 20 years.
You contribute. You know, there's only 2 million people out there.
Oh man, less than 1%. Was it 1 or 2%?
It was like 1%.
Yeah, max 2% of America.
It was actually 1, and then some were like reserved.
Yeah. So like that. So let's make like
very
1.
low percentage.
You know, and then that's what's our armed forces. Those are the people that are willing to say, you know what, I will lay it down and sacrifice, and you know, sacrifice my time to give everybody the right to live the lives that we live and defend our right to do that, you know. And sometimes it takes going to war and defending that right. And only 2% of us do that. So,
but I'm grateful. No, I appreciate that, sir. Yeah. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I didn't even go off
putting
topic
that
about that.
No, it's not going off topic. Like, that honestly needed to be said, and make sure people appreciate it. Because it's a really small amount of people that protect. Because it's 330 million of us that live here, and only 1%, 2% are willing to go. Yeah. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the people that don't want to go, but
there's nothing wrong.
Because and it's a hard life. It's not the same.
Different.
It's not the same thing.
It's different. It's definitely different.
Yeah. Well, for certain people, it is a harder life.
Yes.
But it is completely different. And they still are protecting us at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what you're doing. In some way,
it doesn't matter what you do.
It's contributing.
Yes, because
it's contributing.
People, and I get it. I was in the service, and I get it. You look at the office guys. Oh, they're the office, people. They're not really doing anything. Yeah. But without them, your pay is not right. Without them, you can't go take time off to go visit your family. Without them, you can't get your promotions. So, no, they're just as intricate as everybody else. Everybody plays a significant role.
Yes.
So I definitely get it. But what were we talking about?
No, we just. I still got it. I was letting you, but we just need to take that time to appreciate it. I understand. But yeah, started off, and I didn't know if college was going to be for me, and it turns out like it really, honestly, at that time and moment, it wasn't. It wasn't, because if I would have joined then, when I was in college, I was doing psychology. Now psychology, it still is an interesting thing to learn.
Oh, yeah.
But 6 years of school wasn't my mentality. It was like, I don't really want to do that. And then you're going to have to do more on top of that. This is going to be 6 years. You're going to waste, if it's not something that you want to do, you're going to waste your time. It wasn't my passion throughout high school. I didn't think about that. I wasn't thinking about psychology. I didn't start thinking about psychology until other people started saying that, hey, man, you'd be a great therapist. Like, that honestly is how that came upon me. That is, I came into podcasting and I came into doing radio because people were telling me that I have a really good voice. Now that I find my own passion through that, yes, that is completely different. And nobody will ever, but the whole being on a radio station, not my thing. This is, but I gotta stay on track. I got a bad habit of doing that.
Oh no, you're good. Just go ahead and continue with the story.
Yeah, but college wasn't for me. I got out of college. I immediately had to get back in because I didn't have like any time to really think about what I wanted to do. It was my family was like it was just pay rent, go to school.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be here. So I had to get my mentality right, and I had to get back into school. So I was trying to get back on the path to get in there, trying to pay everything off that I need to pay off. And at the same time, I started working 2 jobs, because that's when I said I got a security job, and then I left Chick-fil-A. Ended up coming back. Like, I didn't need more money, but I made the wrong decision. I needed a car because I was driving all the way to Williamsburg.
Oh, wow.
I was driving 25 miles there.
Yeah, you definitely need a vehicle.
Yeah. And so I thought to myself that, a newer vehicle would probably be the best bet because I didn't want to have to pay to everything breaking down. But I didn't have a conversation with somebody who's actually had.
Yeah.
But,
I definitely would not have allowed you to get a brand new vehicle. No.
Yep. Wasn't in the right mindset, wasn't on the right type of people. No, I wasn't in the right mindset of asking for help. Yeah. I did do that, but I asked the wrong people to help.
Yeah, poor information.
Yeah, and then...
But it's life lessons that you had to go through and learn, but now you know for a fact that
I know for a fact. It doesn't matter if they're family, friends, gurus or not. If they're going to give you... If that's not their field... If that's not their field, then don't follow that. They haven't taken the time to go actually learn and get the information. But I'm not trying to bash anybody. At that time, I didn't have enough information to go buy a car, and I never do that again. But I got like a 2018 Impala. So that thing was brand spanking new. Well, it had some miles on it, but it was barely anything.
Basically,
it was there was no spots, no nothing. Bose stereo, freaking
the premium,
nice interior, everything. And so I was like, for me, I just wanted to get to work and back. I knew in the back of my head, I was like, this is way too nice for a 19-year-old. I was like, even the Camaro was too nice for me, and I was 18.
That's balling.
When they gave me the Camaro after I graduated, it was way too nice. I felt like I was above my head. I wasn't and I honestly, even when I had the Camaro, I wasn't showboating. I wasn't doing nothing crazy, but I was enjoying it. Yes.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Everybody.
And in the Impala, I wasn't trying to showboat. I had to pay for that. I was like, I had to work to pay for that car. I had to work to pay for that car, and I had to pay rent. That's why I had the second job.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because the car was already $500. On top of the car being $500, I'm still driving to Williamsburg. I'm still taking 50 miles in gas a night.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, in a night I'm driving 50 miles.
Oh yeah, man, you gotta put gas in the thing probably every 4 days, 5 days.
See, now, if that was the truck, God, no. Man. Oh. God, no. I love the truck now, but I'll get to that. Yeah, but...
Get newer trucks, because they have better gas mileage. Now, the newer trucks, they get 25, this gets 11. So the newer trucks...
But the newer trucks are still more expensive. At that point, I'm just going to drive I probably would... I wouldn't probably get the Impala. That's a weird model. I did like it to an extent. It was a nice car. But that's too nice for me.
Well, but we'll cross that road when we get to it.
Yeah, but back to at the moment for me, at 19, wasn't the right move. Got a new car. I'm a security guard. I'm driving there, and then not only that, I'm working at Chick-fil-A. So I'm working at Chick-fil-A at 6 a.m. and then I'm getting off. All I'm doing is loading the stuff. I don't have to actually cook, clean, doing none of that shit. All I'm doing right now is I'm the storage guy. I come out, they unload the truck, I put away all that shit, and then I get to go. So I'm working 4 hours there.
Yeah.
and then 4 or 3 hours there, and then I'm going home, try to catch up on rest. It's not happening.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's not fucking happening. Somebody's gonna bother me. My girlfriend wants to hang out.
Life.
Yeah,
life is happening still.
You still gotta talk to family. You're still trying to get a meal in.
Yeah.
Like, you're so freaking tired, and you're still trying to get your haircut be maintained.
Yeah.
I'm worried about all the wrong things. And then I went to work I had to be to work at like 3. Yeah. And it's in Williamsburg, so you want to beat the traffic.
Yeah.
So possibly the latest I could leave, if I was pushing it, like really speeding, is like 2:20 to 2:30 is when I could leave.
Yeah.
And I was really pushing it. And then yeah, and then come home. I get off at like 11.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I get off at 11, and then it's another 30-minute drive back home, 30-something minute drive back home.
And then you gotta get home, get showered, get comfortable, and then
try to get comfortable.
And then try to eat.
Because then I'm waking back up to be at work at 6. So I'm waking up at 5-something.
Yeah, so you get like 4 hours sleep. Like
if that.
Yeah, like.
If that, because sometimes.
And that's if you go straight to sleep.
Yeah.
Because you still gotta decompress.
You're trying to decompress, trying to get home.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes I used to fall asleep in the car. Like, when I get in the driveway, I fall asleep right there. I'd be so fucking tired. And then get in the house, change, just to get right back in the uniform.
I've been there.
I realized that that's not... yes, that hard-working mentality, but for something that would pay back. And so that's when I started getting into podcasts. I got into podcasts before I went to security.
Oh, wow. All right.
But I wasn't taking it that serious.
Yeah.
Like, we were honestly doing a show, like, we did a show 1 month and did a show, like, the next month.
Oh, yeah. That's way too far.
Yeah, doing the episodes weekly and daily is way more consistent. And honestly, I would love to be in a position where I do episodes daily.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it's like it's a communication thing, and we get to talk every single day on the podcast,
and we get to grow together. So everybody listening, you know, you
I would love
get
to
see our growth.
Yeah,
and then you can grow too. You can create your plan
You get to really set the example.
Along with us.
Yeah, set the example.
Yeah, be your own superhero. Act like there's a documentary going around. You have cameras going around you. Like what's your documentary going to be like at the end?
Or just at the end. That's honestly what I think about. I don't think about somebody's watching. I should.
Yeah, like
somebody's watching you every day.
Yeah, so at the end you get to watch a montage of your life.
You know what? That is one, we just thought of that. There's one good thing in life. All right, the kids now in high school, the ones that play basketball or football, they get documented like every single day.
Oh, yeah.
Even the ones that make it to the NBA, they go back and look at their daily life. So, like, if you apply yourself, like, there is a camera around you every single day.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're sleeping extra? Oh, we're noting that.
Yep.
Oh, you're bullshitting right now?
Oh, we're noting that.
We're noting that.
Mental note, boom, got it.
Your mentality that every single day somebody is watching you, did you do better? You're gonna strive. Or you're doing, like, if every single day matter, every single time, like,
live life like
we
that.
only potentially we have this one life. There's only going to be one Sherrod. I don't know about the whole being reborn.
Yeah, in the media.
But even if you are being reborn, you're being reborn as a whole new person. So this is your only one life. You know nothing.
You're remember.
This is all. This is it. This is it.
So make it. This is your story. You get to decide the ending. No matter where you started, it doesn't matter. Quit making excuses. Oh, well, 3 years ago or 10 years ago. Bitch, get over that. Get over that.
On a less aggressive note. It's too late now.
Look, you gotta get over that, man. Look,
it's already happening.
Look, write your story. Write your story. You have the pen in your hand. Write your story.
But on a less aggressive note, and back to the story too, one thing is really good in your life is to note achievements. Even if it seems small to you, write them down.
Yes.
Because at that
Celebrate
point,
them.
Even when you get to you, don't. I'm not.
Give them value. Give them value.
Yeah.
Give them value. Because if you don't, then what was the reason of doing it?
I mean, I'll celebrate them after. It's time for me to work. That's my mentality.
Oh yeah, so, right now, definitely get on the grind.
But write down your accomplishments, and this is so that if you ever reach a low point and motivation is not helping you, and the show is not helping you, you can go back to your achievements and say, well, hey, I did this, so this is working.
It down.
Like, if you had a pie chart, well, not even a pie chart, if you had like a graph right in front of you showing how much you're doing better, how much you're improving, I promise you, every day you would never question if you showed up to your business every day and you could see your sales were going up, you would never have to ask, hey, is my business doing good? No, because you would know. You've written down, you have the stat line, you have everything you need to see and everything you've been doing. So that is one thing you need to write down.
You hear that? Do that. Write it down.
There we go. But every single achievement. Now, I'm not saying like, all right, I made a sandwich today. Like, be real with yourself. Look in the mirror. Hey, did I actually go to the gym? Did I lose weight? Did I read a book?
Did I eat that cheat meal that I wasn't supposed to?
Also, one good thing, write down. This is how you're going to learn yourself, because you're the only person in your brain. Nobody can get in your head. You're the only person in, well, you know what, people, you can let people in your head.
Yeah, you can.
But you're the only person who lives with that 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and 366 when February comes around on that leap year. But write down your strengths and your weaknesses. Write down your strengths and your weaknesses for whatever passion that you have too.
And be honest about yourself.
Because there are some passions out there, like, that will not help you be successful. Let's be real, because those aren't true things. Like, if you like watching snails race, that is a hobby. That is not your passion. That is one thing you need to be real with yourself. You need to say, okay, now it's time to go find a passion. That is a hobby. You like to do that, but will that help you be successful? No. Be real.
I'm all for being an entrepreneur, but man, that's a tough sell.
Could you imagine somebody coming up to you like, hey man, I'm doing this business.
I got this new hot thing going on.
Yeah, we got snail races.
We're gonna paint these snails, put numbers on them, and then we're gonna race them. So,
I'd be like,
So how you making sure that they're gonna go when it's time to go? They're snails.
I'm like, so you just set them down and they go, or you set them down and like nothing happens, or like, I'm like, come on, you have to be real with yourself. There's things that you like to do, and there's passions. There's something that can help you be successful. And don't live for just the amount of money you can make. Live for something that you will enjoy doing for the rest of your life. And then if you are intellect and you like to do multiple things, not saying that you're not smart for chasing your passion, because those are still amazing stories to hear. And those people will be the master at their passion. Nobody else can come to me like, you're the master. But people that love doing multiple things, go for it.
Definitely. Don't be limited, because society tells you, oh no, you can't do that. Play it safe.
Yes.
Be safe.
Society, families, anybody.
Family, because, they want you to be safe because they do want the best for you. But playing it safe isn't always the best way to do it. With risk, there's reward. And just because nobody's walked down this path doesn't mean that it's not going to work. Yeah. Sure, I'll be the first one to walk down.
And I believe people at the top, people at the top,
they all carved a new way.
They want to show that, hey, this is achievable. Yeah. The billionaires, they say like, all right, I'd rather somebody go test something and come back and tell me that it failed quick, rather than waste your entire life waiting for it to fail, wasting so much money, wasting so much effort. Find out that you tried it.
At least you can say you tried it.
You tried it. Hey, it's not even about that. It's like, you tried it. Did it work? Yes, no. Move on. Yeah.
Or what can you do differently? So let's
move on.
So then let's critique it. So then let's change this and then try it again.
Either move on or improve.
Yes. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Because if you give up, you're never gonna make it.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's not your passion.
If it's not your passion.
If it's something that, like, hey, I've realized that working at Chick-fil-A, I like, all right, being a leader, being a manager still is not making it.
No.
It's still not making it. It doesn't matter what I do in that company unless I owned it.
Yes. Unless you're trying to get to that point where you're trying to own the franchise.
Yeah. But starting off as a worker is the worst way to go about it. If you want to become like the owner of it,
you need to start learning about business.
You need to start learning about business and talking to the people,
100%.
to the execs. You don't need to be at the bottom level talking to your to the people that's all at the bottom.
These are the people. Saying go, show me who your friends are, and I can show you your
he
future.
Said, yes, that was the guy, same guy from earlier, the 50 the billionaire. He said, show me your friends, and I'll show you the future. And he said, you're hanging around a bunch of bums right now, so.
What do you think your future is going to be like in 5 years? If you're hanging around people who are negative and aren't doing anything positive with their lives and not trying to constantly improve, what do you think they're going to be in 5 years? What do you think you're going to be in 5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
This is why early on I learned myself. And also I was kind of taught in a way, but I learned on early. Like I cut off from all the extra that I didn't need. I cut off from all the people that I didn't need to be around. All the type of people that I didn't want to be, like all the party lifestyle, I didn't need that. Now, I still do certain things. Like, I go... Actually, I really don't do... I really don't do anything.
Yeah, if you really think about it.
I go do my podcast. I take care of my business. I hang out with my family. That's what I do now. I hang out with the family. So. But we have a family relationship here that we still focus on business here. So even on my relaxed days, we're still putting in work. Or even on when we're like not doing the podcast, we're still brainstorming.
Definitely.
We're still getting ideas done. We're still talking to people.
Yeah, it's 24/7, 7 days a week. Here we go.
Honestly, if you want to really make a change, and I say this all the time, you have to change your lifestyle. These are a lot of the key factors. And
make your passion your lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do. If you need to make a change, make that change, develop your schedule, and stick to it, be consistent, and make your lifestyle your passion.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna want to wake up every day. I promise you, right now, everybody who has a hard time getting out of bed and y'all hate going to work, but y'all have to go to work because y'all have to pay bills, and I get it. But man, could you imagine waking up and going to go do? You're not gonna need an alarm. We don't even need alarms.
I don't.
We don't need alarms. I'm up every damn day.
At 6.
Every day I'm up. I'm ready, and I'm ready to go.
Honestly, I'm at a point where I'm ready to wake up earlier. I've gotten to a point mentally where I said, all right, well, if I have to adjust.
When I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about what I want to do when I wake up.
When you know this is, even if, okay, something is going on in your life and you can't control it, you know it's coming though, you need to prepare. Like, I know I have to deal with getting a job for this short period of time. And we know we have to work jobs for this short period of time. That's temporary. But we prepared, so we've gotten up earlier. We stayed up later. We've done whatever we had to do to make sure that this business is running.
We're watering our seeds.
Whatever is going,
the seeds that we planted, now we're watering them, and now we're about to enjoy the fruits of our labor here real soon.
But go ahead and start today. So we're gonna end the show.
Yeah, plant your seeds today.
Plant your seeds. Go ahead and get a move on. You've been studying. Study some more. Get some information done, and go ahead and take that leap. Go ahead and say, hey, I want to chase my dream. This is my passion. I don't care what anybody else around me says, that I'm actually going to go achieve that and get it done. And start today. Go ahead and tackle that. And let us get some feedback. I mean, honestly, definitely. I would love to hear that. That motivates me. I love motivating you guys, but when you guys get back and say that, hey, something like really got done today. Don't just listen to this just because, you know, you're trying to help. I'm not here to take from you. I'm here to give. That is my life. This is what I've been put here for, is to give. So go ahead and start. Get a move on. Like, don't just keep sitting down. Right now, you should be getting off the show. Honestly, you should be writing, listening to like whatever.
Where's your pen and pad at? You know what? We're gonna start with that. We're gonna start with that and add that into.
But listen to this again. Go ahead, rewind. Do what you got to do. But go ahead and get started on your day. Get moving. But I really hope you guys have a good one. It's been the 2120 show. We had a great time talking to you guys today with a great list of topics. Great conversation. Hope to see you guys soon. Follow us on all social media at the 2120 Show, and also follow us on our separate accounts, our personal accounts. Mine is Sherrod Price. You have Bad News Ninja right to the right of me.
Oh, yeah.
But hope you guys had a good time. It's been real. Man, oh shoot, what were we talking about?
Motivation, getting up. Oh my goodness. Like when I'm at work, man, everybody. So now I'm going to let y'all in my little secret and why people wonder why I'm so happy at work. So I'm at work and I'm doing what I'm doing, and people are like, man, how is he in such a good mood at work? And I tell them all, like, man, because this right here, this is just my grind. This is my pre-workout before I get off, clock out, and go home and put in the real work. That's why I have a smile on my face. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. Oh.
You know, when people be like, all right, well, I hope you got a good day job because your night. This is about to.
Yeah, don't get it twisted now.
I'm like, I'm putting in the work here. Yeah, I'm doing what I need to do because that's how quality of a guy that I am.
Exactly.
Like, wherever I go, I put in quality work now. But this isn't my main focus. This is probably actually not even 100% of me. When I go home, the podcast, these businesses, all these opportunities, that's my passion. Working for myself, that is my passion. Most people, when they get to the finish line, they want to slow down.
Oh, no.
They want to get tired.
Oh, no.
Like, yes, you're about to leave the job, but you're still putting in maximum effort there.
Oh, 100%.
You're still putting, they're like, yo, good job.
They're going to miss me. They're going to miss me when I'm gone.
Hell yeah.
You left. Miss me.
You left your excellence at that job. That is
100%.
what you did. And now you're going to move forward with 100%. Even more grace and more knowledge. 100%. Most people need to get to that finish line. You don't need to slow down just because you think you won the race. No, you need to still full speed go get that world record. That's what you need to do.
Or that new PR, that new personal record. Yes. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Come on.
Come on.
Let's go. I'm telling y'all, man, hey, it's time to run. It is time. I'm so excited. And I just hope y'all are excited. I hope y'all are writing down y'all's plans, y'all's 5 years goals, and then start making small steps to get to your 5-year goals. And then once y'all start hitting those steps, because now y'all going to hit that crawl phase, at first, because it's going to be hard. It's something new. You can hit that crawl phase. You can hit them steps. Oh, man, I'm sore. This is tough. Nah, push through that, because once you hit that step 1, that step 2, you're like, oh, wow. I'm moving along. Step 3 is like, hold on. Step 4, hold on. Let me go ahead and hit this a little harder. Now you're hitting step 5, step 6, step 7. You're getting closer and closer to that 5-year mark, and then you hit that 5-year mark in 2 years. Like, oh wow!
Hey, it takes 30 days, or no, 6 weeks. 6 weeks for your routine to be changed. And if you're really passionate about it, it'll be less than that.
Guarantee you.
1 week of me working, in 6 weeks it'll feel like it's nothing. 6 weeks, I'll be honest with you, it will take the full 6 weeks for it to feel like nothing, but previous to that, every day I wake up ready to do the show.
Oh, yes.
Every day I wake up ready to go get something done. That needs to be your mentality. Now, will it take a while for it to be something to get used to? Because it's not easy.
It's not.
It's
something new.
It's something that can be simple, but it will be 120 hours worth of work, but it'll be 120 hours worth of work that you don't mind. 120 that you love to do because it is something that you're interested in. It's something that you can show to your kids. And it's something that you love. That's something that you can get back from. That is the best opportunity in life, is when you can see the fruits of your labor. No matter what you do, make sure you're getting the most out of it.
And that's what I love about farming, but I don't want to jump off
seriously?
Topic. Yeah.
No, I mean, we're not even on topic. It's free conversation.
It's just
let me hear about that.
Yeah, just to enjoy the fruits of your labor, because it takes planning. It's a process, and then you have to nurture it through that entire process. And it's just like your dreams. You have to plant that seed, and then you have to take care of it. You have to water it, make sure that it's sheltered from the harsh weather, and then that relates to life. When you're trying to chase your dreams, you're gonna have people tell you, "Oh, don't do that. That's not safe. Oh man, nobody's made it there. Don't do that."
The people that also tell you that you're not gonna make it that way
they
haven't done the research of that.
And
a lot of people
look at where they're at.
Yes, a lot of people in life that'll tell you that you won't make it, haven't made it, haven't tried, will never try, will never make it, and that's because their mindset is stuck in that small frame.
And honestly, to tell you,
I will never say that they will never make it because that's the cap on somebody. But in their mindset, they've already put that cap on themselves that they're never going to make it. So why inspire the youth if I'm still struggling? Why inspire somebody else if I'm still? Why make somebody better than me if I can't make myself better? So they stay in that rut and they want to tell you. They just want to spread negativity. So right now, you need to get out of that mindset. You need to get away from those type of people. You need to start hanging with yourself. Realizing that, hey, I'm in my head. I'm the only person in my head. I'm the only person who controls my mind. When you allow others to dictate how you live your life, what do you think's going to happen?
You're going to live in a life that you don't want to live. That's exactly what's going to happen.
What do you think?
And then you're going to wake up and be like, man, what am I doing? I'm so unfulfilled.
Yes.
I hate my job. I hate my life.
If you have a kid today, let's put this in perspective, right? Let's say you're an 18-year-old. I want to hear some feedback on this one. Y'all can
definitely.
Yeah, I want to hear some feedback on this one. This is a question for you guys. If you were 18 right now, if you were 17, still in high school, all right, there we go.
Actually,
you know what? That's really most of you guys are adults. I'm very sure.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Let's go.
20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm 20.
Yeah,
if you were 20 and you were to have a kid, you live in 19. You're 19. You're living with your parents. You have a kid. What do you think your parents are going to tell you? What do you think they're going to tell you need to do?
You need to go get a job.
Even if you already have one.
You need to get your own place.
Yeah. Either you need to go get your own place, you need to get a second job.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you to go chase a dream.
Oh, no.
They're not going to tell you to go chase a passion.
Oh, no. Because they're worried about the right now.
They're worried about what's going to be sufficient.
That. Yeah, and I understand it because you put yourself in a situation that now you need to take care of your own. But that doesn't mean that you still can't chase your dreams.
Now listen to this. Deontay Wilder, he had his child young, like 20, he was like 20, and his daughter also was diagnosed with something. But she's been like, obviously she has a condition. She's not. I'm really trying to find a good way, because I don't know the exact condition.
Yeah. So
I don't want to put it, but in perspective, my biological mom has MS, and like every single day, she's in pain. So something like that for the daughter. Like there's something going on with her. So at 20, he realizes he needs more money. So instead of going the traditional route of working like 2-3 jobs or trying to do that, he got into boxing.
Oh yeah.
And that became his payout. He chased a dream. And that became a payout. It became very successful because there was no failure at that point. At that point, he told his daughter he was going to go get it, so he went and got it. He stopped listening to all the outside voices. He didn't listen to anybody saying that, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. No, he took accountability for himself. This is why I love Deontay Wilder. And I do love boxing to an extent because there's some great people in boxing. And there's some frauds, but for him, there was no failure.
Yeah, there was no option for failure.
Yes,
there was zero option.
That
was even a thought.
Yes, he still needed immediate, quote unquote. Everybody in life wants immediate success. Everybody would love to have tomorrow they wake up and won the lottery. Who would ever say no to that?
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to say no to that?
If I said, hey, I'll give you the winning numbers to the lottery tomorrow, would you really tell me no? I say for free. You'd really tell me no, I don't want it. I'm happy. I'm okay not winning that $300 million. You think you're going to be too corrupt to have $300 million? No, you can still be the same guy you are and have $300 million. Oh, yeah. Change your life around.
Definitely, for sure. You definitely can. Oh yeah, 300 million. Heck, all you need is 1 million, and if you're smart with it, you can literally. Okay, people.
You don't need $1 million to change your life. You need. It's your mind. It's really your mind.
Yes, that's what we need.
Honestly,
yes, it's your mind.
You could change somebody's life by giving them a sandwich.
Yeah.
You can change somebody's mind, change their whole life by having a conversation. Money does not solve all problems.
There we go.
Money
That's
solves
the root. There we go.
Money solves money problems.
Mm-hmm.
Money does not solve life problems.
Yeah.
There's two separate things. Everything is completely different. Just like your home life is different from your work life. It's so different. You never kind of intertwine those two unless you're a reality star and that is your job. But money problems and life problems are two separate things. In life, you probably need love. You don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
You want to be successful.
Yeah. All right.
Good head on your shoulders.
There you go.
Like you want to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to live your life being a dumb guy.
Yeah, come on.
You want to be smart. Everybody, I think almost everybody once in their life said they wanted a 3 or 4.0. That has been a goal for a majority of the kids in school.
Or should be.
No, it doesn't say necessarily. They probably, if you wrote down, like if I went to a school right now.
Yeah, you're like, hey, so what do you want to get?
And every kid in that crowd, nobody, unless they were just that much of a clown and giving up on their life that much, nobody would write they want a 1.5.
Yeah, or 2.0,
nobody would say it's 2.0
or 3.5.
Most people would say they want a 4.0.
Yeah, you want the highest you can get.
That is what you want. You want, or above. Some people reach above that, but those kids are different monster.
Yeah.
I only wanted a 4.0. Mm-hmm. And I actually didn't. If I go to college, that's one thing I got to for sure do. When I go, there's one thing I for sure want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But high school, that wasn't my plan. And there's people in life that they don't aim that high. They only aim low. But what were we starting off at?
Well, it's just motivation.
No, I mean, into that conversation, I honestly lost why I started talking about if I went to the school. Oh, no, yeah, because you were saying I didn't have to aim that high. Yeah. I was like, but if I would have went to a school, they would say a 4.0.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Nobody would say less than that.
Yeah, who's going to say less? Like, who's going to say, oh yeah, I want the B.
Mm-hmm.
Why, when you can get the A?
Yeah. If it was up to me.
Yeah.
And honestly, it is. A lot of people, it is completely up to you. Now, there is some unfair situations where teachers, they are like that.
Oh, yeah. And that's a truth that is harsh, but it is a true reality that does happen. And
yeah. But at least you know that you're putting out A quality work. That is up to you. Mm-hmm. You want to live your life at the highest standard. You want to be an A+ guy. So in life, that's what we're talking about. I was talking about life versus like money. You want to be a smart guy. Nobody's ever said, I want to be the dumbest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
I hope nobody's ever said that. Don't fact check me on that. I hope nobody's ever. I'd laugh. If y'all ever see that, please send it to me. Don't record it yourself. It's not funny. Yeah. It is funny, actually.
It's enlightening.
This is really what you want to be, man?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Let me show you a different way. Let's reach out to these people and show them a different way of using their brain capabilities.
Yeah.
Let's aim a little higher.
Well, just pick, if you raise the sight to your eye level, you hit the target.
Oh, yeah.
It's like right now you're aiming at the ground, but no, you're not going to shoot anything like that.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.